here to show you my method for my two-part sew-in, which is also known as the flip over method. So I have 4 braids going straight back in the front of my hair, and then I have 2 sections left out because that will be my leave out. And I'm also leaving out all of my edges from the front to the back, from the rooter to the tutor. And I'm leaving out my edges because I may want to put my hair in a ponytail or a bun or something like that, and I just want more of a versatile look. So I did put a net on my hair, and of course I sewed the braids down. I put a net on my hair to protect my hair underneath the sew-in. Now I'm going to be using the Hergivenhair, of course. That's how I had it dried on the hanger. But I'm going to be sewing it in folded. I'm going to leave it folded, and I'm going to just go ahead and start sewing it in. Now I like to go underneath the track on my first row, simply because once I flip over my hair to put it in a ponytail, it won't be lumpy. So I'm definitely going underneath. I did not go through these tracks. The only time I went through the weft was in the beginning when I started sewing, and in the end when the track ended, or if I had to cut it towards the front. And I'm definitely folding over as far up as I can. Definitely, because I'm sure most of you know, but the more you cut the tracks, the more prone you are to shedding. So I'm definitely folding as much as I can. Okay, now I slowed it down right here just because I wanted to show you that I am leaving one track behind, and the one that's on the bottom, I am, sewing it all the way to the edge. I'm going to flip that over and then pick up the other track where I left off, just so that it could be flatter in the front. And I did get this method from TRJ Beauty. Check out her channel. She's awesome. She's also a licensed stylist. So I completely flipped over all of my hair until I got to the end. Now is when we start the real flip over method. And this is what it looks like so far sewn in. Now I'm going to sew in some tracks right there, and I'm going to leave out very little bit right there by my leave out, because I'm going to be just doing one track around the whole leave out section. So I'm starting to sew this track in from the front. Now the trick to the flip over method is sewing as if you have a middle part. We're going to disregard, even if you were to do a 3-part method or the 3-part flip, whatever, even if you were to do that, we're still sewing as if we just have a middle part. We're going to disregard the fact that we have a side part leave out, because what we're going to do is just flip that part over. But what we want to focus on is making sure that the middle part lays flat. I hope that makes sense for you to understand. But this is what we do. Flip it over just like that. Just flip it over just to see, if it's looking right. So what I did when I got to the back of that track was flip that over, because like I said, I'm trying to cut the track as least as possible. So I flipped it over, and then I will be cutting it in the front. I'm going to cut it right there. And I'm going to continue to sew, go through the weft, and make sure that it's secure. So I'm doing the same thing again. I'm just going to start in the front and work my way towards the back. But for this track, I'm going to cut, because I am going to sew my hair around my leave out. You'll see what I'm talking about soon. Okay, make sure you cut the track and secure it. Okay, so this right here is what I meant by leaving a little bit of space next to your leave out so that you can sew a track right there. You want to make sure that the track is as close as possible to the leave out, simply because once you're ready to style your sew in, you don't want to see any tracks showing or any kind of space, letting people know that you clearly have a sew-in or you clearly have wefts somewhere up in your hair. So this is what I'm doing. And make sure that you guys go check out this hair. All the information will be linked in the description box. So please check them out. This is really some great hair. It's really natural looking and it's so soft, like for real. So check out Hergivenhair. Now I'm cutting that and I'm securing the end. And that's pretty much the end of the sewing, y'all. Like, that's really all there is to it. This is what the hair looks like at the end. Now all I have to do is flip it over. And I definitely will have a video showing how I blend my natural hair with this hair. So check that out. It will come up very soon. Stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Check all the info in the description box and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.